Okay, guys, I'm just having issue regarding my internet, so it's resolved now. So here we are after the about things availability. So we are telling that after these things are available, what we're going to do, we're going to supply the account with the products and create the trade accounts. And then once we create a trade account, we are going to place the orders, get them shipped directly to the Amazon Center, the prepping, and afterwards what's going to happen is that they gonna available at Amazon for sale. Then they sold out and we get our money. Okay, so yep, here we are going to get this thing, and then we get our invested money converted into cash with profit, which comes into the attached bank account within days. So then a few days or 2 weeks time period. So that's the case. And because when we are going to have the express payout, then it comes, they just pay out us within a day, and I exactly don't know when the amount going to hit in your bank. It might take around 5 days at least, and so that's how it works. So there's the cycle, but there is some issues in the cycle. I'm just writing it down to see that if I can embed these important points here or not, because it really affect the cash flow, and mainly the disruption arrive um, when we send the products at Amazon fulfillment center, because Amazon takes so much time to get them live, and sometimes they lost the items. So these are the all issues which comes here, and this affect the timeline as well, and how we are going to be get paid. So that's why we have to know that and incorporate here, so the customer know exactly what they can expect from the business. So such as sometimes the uh, uh, suppliers send damaged or less quantity of the shipment, which cause time delay. And there is second thing, Amazon lost the inventory. So here it is the time delay. Okay, so it is rating the cash flow timeline issues. Okay, and the other issues we face here, sometimes the inbound uh transportation, because what happens that we can say that this is also the time delay, and what it is, products shipping by Amazon within its customer, within its fulfillment centers. Okay, fulfillment centers, to keep the products near to the customer. Okay, so that's the case as well. So it also create the time delay as well, and also the refunds refunds affect profit and cash flow time. So, these are the some things which we have to tell the client that these are the issues which arise, and they should be aware about the business, and they should expect the business accordingly how it's going to work. So, yep. Now, here we have these are the issues which we have to tell them it is going to affect the profit and cash flow timeline or something like that. So this is the simplistic form of the workflow and how it works. And yep, so what we can do here, we already told them. Okay, so here we go. We already mentioned them how the business actually work out. Okay, so here I explain it. After the above required things, we are going to start contacting the suppliers with the list of products we might buy from for our store, and create the trade accounts with them. Once we create the trade accounts with them, we are going to place the orders and get them shipped directly to the fulfillment center or the prep center. We have to process a the prepping needed by Amazon. They gonna available at Amazon for sale. Uh, then ship it from prep to Amazon fulfillment center. Okay, okay, and they're gonna be available for the and then they sold out. We got our money invested, converted into cash with profit, and then that's the simple timeline how the flow how it works. And there is the timeline as well, I shared it, when you are going to see it here. Okay, yep, here it is. Yep, here we go. So there's the start. It takes around 1 or 2 days of the invoicing and the payment and supplier to prep and the weekends and the prep center processing and prep to Amazon shipping, Amazon warehouse receiving. It takes that much time. Stock getting sold, product delivery to customer, and then money reserved at Amazon, and time they were um, it might take around 7 days, and money is going to be from request payment to client to reaching to your bank. It will take might 1 day or 5 days. So that's the uh, timeline they should expect when we are using the prep center. And when we are not using the prep center, they can save around 3 days, something like that. So, yep, that's how it is going to work. But we can tell them about the prep center timeline, how it's going to work out. So, we made the order. I think so. That's the thing which we have to place here. And I already placed this timeline here. Okay, so cash flow timelines, you can expect this swing. Okay, the problem here is that the cash flow problem, we also get it here. So what happened is that when we started out, such as you can see that we made an order of 10K here, and then it is taking that much 30 to 60 days. Okay, so because it depends on the how many days the stock needed to get sold out. So if it is going to be the fast moving one, then the product is going to sold out fast. But if we generally um, buy the stock around 10 months, oh sorry, 3 weeks. So that's why, and there's a reason of it, because if we send a stock which is going to be sold out within a week, then the rest of the days we are going to be the out of stock, and we are not going to to make the money. Because if you can see that it is taking around from ordering to getting live at Amazon, it is taking around 21 days. Okay, so because it depends mainly about how Amazon are receiving the inventory. So we have to make sure that, yeah, if we are having, if we having enough stock to remain till the new batch going to attach with the previous one. So we can be uh, in stock as much as possible. So that's the case. Okay, so the timeline is first this one, and this one. So what we can, if Amazon going to get our inventory live fast, then we can save around a week. So yep, so we can send 2 weeks stock at least. So that's why at least we have to send the stock which is around 2 weeks or the 3 weeks, so we can have the sufficient time for the new stock to 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 get attached to it. And one more thing, I just want to let you know that instead of sending the 3 weeks stock, we might have to send 4 week stock, because in 1 week we will get the numbers. Okay, yeah, it is selling well, it is not selling well, and then as per, it is going to be sold out as we predicted. Then the 1 week which we make extra here, or you can say a 4 week period. So 1 week data will give us the idea that how our product is performing. And then we have 3 week stock already, so it will help out us to make the order right now, to have the products available mm, uh, before our first batch is going to out of stock. So that's why it's wise to send the stock for at least 3 weeks, and it is much better to send the stock for a month or 28 days or 4 weeks stock. So it will help us out to manage the stock well. And most of the time you can say why we are sending the stock in this way because of that side timeline, which is 12 to 21 days. So, yep, that's why we have to send the stock accordingly. So, you can say that we have the stock of 10K here, and we know that our stock going to get live here, and then the products going to be delivered and the customer getting the products, and we are going to get the full amount within um, ab- uh, around a month or 2 months, you can say around 1.5 month. So if we have to make the similar purchase within a month uh, time period, then we should have the enough cash flow to make the second purchase as well. So that's why whenever the client looking into this process, they should know that we should be able to have cash available if needed for the new orders while our previous payment is in the pipeline. So yep, so we have to tell them that as you can see there, based on the cash flow provided already, it is going to be around 15%. So if you make the investment around 20K, it's important to note that these figure estimates. Okay, so what is happening is that your half payment is rolling within a month, so you can assume the profitability accordingly. So here we go. We have to tell this thing here as possible, but to keep it simple, I am not mentioning these nitty-gritties right now. And okay, so these are the timelines. Okay, we already told them you need these things, how it works. We shows them, yeah, you are going, this is going to work in this way, and they are going to get paid here. And important thing is that uh, important points we can told them invested amount cycle is 22 months. So ROI going to come on come accordingly. Say if we invested, or you can say that around 1 lakh, then 50,000 can roll out within within a month. Okay, within a month. And if ROI is 10% on it, then monthly we can generate it around 5,000. So that's the cycle. They should know that how it's working. So they have the idea. Yeah, if I am going to invest around 100K, my half investment is going to be rolled out within a month. Okay. Uh, this is like a perfect scenario. Things go up and down, but for the understanding purposes. So if the ROI is 10%, then they can generate around 5K within a month. Um, profit on the inventory. So here's how it is. So there's the point. Okay. And there is another point. Uh, we should focus more on uh, ROI instead of margin. So there is a difference between ROI and margin is that ROI is, I see it as the amount, the increment in the investment w- on the deposit investment. So you can say that ROI is how much money I made on my deposit investment, or the margin is like how much I sell, how much amount, how much sales I made, and how much profit on that amount I made. So basically, when we are investing, our main goal is to look how much our investment is growing. If I invested around 100K, then my main goal is to see that over the time period, am I getting 10% increment, 20% increment or not? uh, uh, and in margin we see that, okay, if I invested around 100K, and the products which I sold out, it is around 200K, and then I see that how, as per the 200K, how much money I made. However, the 200K figure is not my invested amount. It is the sale price, the total amount of sales I made. So it have the different costs of the products, and the fulfillment fee, and other stuff included in this thing as well. So the main focus our is the invested amount, if it is going or not, and margin might show us that how well the overall business is performing, and the ROI show us that how well our investment is performing. So here the investor goal is to have the increment in their investment. Okay, so that's the main thing. Here I explained this concept in detail already. If you go and put like this, ROI, and you can have this thing. I explained this concept. Why is the ROI is right measure here instead of margin? Because it's happen on revenue, and it's happen on investment, and our the investor main goal is the improvement in the investment amount they have. So that's why they have to look into this thing, mainly this thing. So if they have to see how their investment is performing, they have to see the ROI. I already explained this thing in detail how it works. So I can put this article here. It's more ROI. So I can have this important concept here as well. And there is one more thing. Uh, People also get it wrong, is that margin on purchased amount. So what happens is that margin on purchased amount, that's also the important thing. I will write in an article here as well. Profit on deposit amount instead of rollover amount. Okay, so instead of the rollover amount. So this is the another issue we got when we are working with the clients. So they are mixing this margin on sales or something like that, and they are confusing how their business is performing overall. So let me show you what I mean here. So there's the thing. Okay, so net profit margin, profit, sales, inventory, turnover, profit margin. So on business turnover, ROI on investors' pocket money. We have to focus more on. So I am going to write it here. Measure with instead. So I'm going to write an article here, but let me explain what it is. If a person invested around 10K from the pocket, and they are going to generate around 40K within a year. I mean that the business turnover is around 40K. In a year they generate around 4,000. Then what's the profitability in the percentage of the business? So you can see that the inventory purchase during this year, the reinvestment or the cash flow. So in return on investment is the initial capital put. So there's the main thing. They are going to consider how well their invested amount is performing. And what they confuse is that we made a purchase around 40K within a year. Then we have to look our an invested amount performance from net profit margin. Okay, so but the main point here is that what comes out from their pocket and how much it grows. It is not mainly about how much we reinvested and make the money on it. Might be uh, we can make one purchase and make 4K within a year. So only one purchase in a year and we make 4K, then this profit margin going to be around 40%. Okay, if and then the ROI it still remains the same on the 10K. But if we are going to have that amount roll over the time period again, and we buy the inventory and sell it, and buy the inventory and sell it, and we are rolling the same initial capital which is deposited by the investor pocket. So and then it have the turnover around 40K and generated around 4,000 on it, then the profit margin seems to be shrink down, but the ROI remains same. Okay, so what's the main and then it seems not a good or not a good business. Okay, but in reality it is giving you the same result. If you invested or roll the amount one time and generated 4K, or you roll the amount multiple times and generated 4K profit. So the main concern of the investor is that how much money they grow, how much investor or the deposit money they have grown. Okay, so that's the main point. They have to look into it. Okay, I invested 10K, now I have 1400 or 14,000 in my bank account. Okay, there's the main concern um of the investor, if I'm growing my investment or not. Not like if I have to buy the investment again multiple times to generate that much amount within the same time period. So that's why I would suggest them to have a look into the invested deposit amount profitability. And yep, that's it. So that's why I just ask about what's the right metric for the investment performance is the ROI, because they have to know that how their investment is being utilized and how much money they are making on their investment. Okay, so there's the thing. ROA is the ROA are useful for business efficiency. I think so. What it is, you have to ask about it. What it are written on assets. Okay, inventory cycle, return on investment, business efficiency, and investment performance. So if that's the case, they should know that we our main concern is the investment performance. So that's why they should look into this one. And yeah, this is we can use for our business performance, how well we are making money from the business overall. So the main thing they have to know that there is a difference between this one and this one. So yep, that's it. The point here. So we should tell them about this one as well. And what I can do, I can create. Okay, I can create a link, chat GPT link, and I can put it here. So so that's the point. Hmm. So that's all. These are the main things they should know about it. And what we have to do, we have to make an article out of it. And what's more, we have to tell them about it. So I am going to come back and I will write it down what others points r- are remaining. Then we will see if we can add. Okay, so that's it. Let me thumbs back and then we will continue it.